The JFK files were released, and here are the two major things that nobody is talking about. And the second one is gonna blow your mind. Before we go down the rabbit hole, we need to understand that if anything else comes out with these files, it's most likely gonna be something that points us in a different or better direction. It might even actually create more conspiracies. Some people say, oh, well, this doesn't prove that Oswald didn't act alone. Are we really naive enough to think that they would document a conspiracy to take out a sitting president on paper? I mean, imagine people were committing the most prolific assassination on a sitting president, leaving what they did on a paper trail. So let's get into the first thing I've discovered, and it's a revelation from this newly released JFK file ending in this number. This file here exposes a deep connection between the CIA's Miami station, JM Wave, and the news outlet, the Miami Herald. In the file, it reveals that the CIA cultivated the Miami Herald's Latin American editor, who had the codename AM Carbon 1. So this proves they used the media as both an intelligence source and a propaganda outlet during the 1960s. And it details how the Herald published articles influencing US policy on Cuba, with the editor receiving briefings from the CIA. So this suggests that the CIA was embedding itself in major media to shape public opinion during the Cold War. And that raises questions about the boundaries of journalism and intelligence. What makes you think they're not doing that right now? I mean, this revelation breaks the establishment narrative of there being a clear separation between government agencies and the press. So, if they were embedding themselves in the media then, you bet your ass they're doing it now. Don't just think it's the mainstream media. You better believe they're using people on apps like this one. So after some digging, I figured out that AM Carbon 1 is most likely this guy, Albert, unconfirmed but the most likely candidate that fits that timeline in the files, who worked at the Miami Herald at the time and covered the Latin American affairs. So this was the first revelation. See the second thing I discovered in part 2. Follow, repost.